2 days before New Year's, my boyfriend, Jeffrey Graham, planned to spend the holiday at the beach with his assistant. I did not argue or complain. Instead, I thoughtfully packed his bags for him. However, he mocked me, saying that I had finally learned to be considerate now that I was pregnant. After he left, I wasted no time and went to get an abortion. Why? In my previous life, I tried to use our child to stop him, but his assistant ended up being brutally murdered at the beach. Jeffrey appeared calm on the surface after that incident, but just when I was about to give birth, he cruelly cut open my abdomen and killed my baby. That was when I realized he had been holding a deep grudge against me all along. This time, I was determined to make him lose everything. Chapter 1. Ella, Sophie is here all by herself. What's so bad about me taking her out to celebrate New Year's? If you won't let me take her out, should I just bring her home? Would that make you happy? If you'd really be happy, then fine. All three of us can go back together. We'll see who feels more uncomfortable at the dinner table, you or me. His angry voice made my head spin. I stared blankly at the man with a sarcastic look on his face and the woman beside him who looked so upset. The woman gently pulled on Jeffrey Graham's sleeve, her voice filled with sadness. Jeff, don't be so harsh with Ella. If she doesn't agree, then we won't go, okay? I've managed all these years. I'll be fine spending this year alone too. He tried to sound cheerful, but her smile was so forced it looked worse than if she were crying. Jeffrey's expression turned serious as he held her hand and spoke softly to comfort her. Seeing that I did not react, he got more and more impatient. Ella, what are you up to now? Are you planning to complain to my mom again? I'm warning you, if Sophie ends up hurt because of you, I won't forgive you. When are you going to stop being so jealous? I'm just taking Sophie out for New Year's. It's not like I'm not going to marry you. Why are you making such a big deal out of nothing? If you keep silent, I'll assume you agree. Just don't make a fuss later on. I came back to my senses with Jeffrey's consecutive warnings. He opened his mouth as if he wanted to say more. However, I said first, okay. Jeffrey looked surprised, and as I quietly started packing his suitcase, he felt a weird sense of unease. 4. Just mentioning Sophie Lewis would make me so jealous that we would end up arguing. Now he was planning to take Sophie out to celebrate New Year's, and here I was, packing his bags without showing any worry. Jeffrey eyed me with suspicion. When he noticed the small bump on my belly, he figured it out and scoffed. Figures, pregnant women surely change. They become more understanding and less fussy. He leaned against the doorframe with a smirk on his face. Sophie bit her lip, looking so delicate that it would tug at everyone's heart. Ella, don't be upset. Mr. Graham just feels sorry for me being all by myself, which is why he decided to take me out for New Year's. If you really don't want us to go, don't push yourself. I can go on my own. Seriously, Ella, you can stop packing. Sophie tried to grab the suitcase from me, but in the next second it crashed to the floor. My hands shook as I held the clothes. Seeing Sophie in front of me with her eyes filled with tears, I finally knew for sure that I had come back to life. I had returned to this very day when Sophie went to the beach by herself. In my previous life, today was the day Jeffrey wanted to take Sophie out to sea for New Year's. I did not agree and insisted he could not go, and the whole thing blew up in front of the Graham family. Grahams locked Jeffrey up, and Sophie, in tears, went to the beach alone, where she met a tragic end. When Jeffrey heard about her death, all he said was, "She's dead, so what? She was just a toy, she's not worth my concern." After that, he gave in to the arranged marriage and started to pay attention to me. I thought he had finally seen the good in me. However, when I was about to give birth to our baby, he cruelly cut open my stomach and tortured me to death. That was when I realized that Jeffrey had always blamed me.
Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.